Hey Leo, how are you? Leo, thanks so much for watching. This is going to be your love and romance reading for the first half of November of 2018. So again, I thank you so much for watching. This intention is to cover the span of the first 2 weeks of November 2018 for love and romance for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What information and energy does Leo need to be aware of during or around this time frame for love and romance? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please give us clear information for what Leo needs to know and what Leo needs to hear. Please give us clear information about the strongest message here for our Leo friends. Leo, 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 Leo. First half of November of 2018, please tell us for love and romance. All right, Leo. If this doesn't resonate to you, please watch your moon, rising, and Venus signs where you may receive more information, okay? So I'm just taking a second to lay the cards. Thanks for being patient. And then under the deck there, yeah. All right, Leo. Okay, so let's see. So the first card here is the Two of Wands, okay? And then the next card is the Three of Wands, okay? Okay, Leo. So definitely a lot of action here. A lot of your energy, a lot of fire energy, Leo. So, Leo, you guys have made a decision. Maybe you and your partner have made a decision together. And, now you're just waiting to hear some good news. So, Leo, okay, I'm really feeling getting this, Leo. Maybe you and your partner, whether this is like you're dating or more established or whatever, but for some of you, I'm just picking up like, like I'm feeling like there's been like a lot of how can I get it out? It's like, but it's the strongest message I see right now. So I feel like for some of you, you may have been working on, or you may have been trying to, or you decided recently that, you may have wanted to get pregnant. And I don't see, I know you guys are like, where do you see that at? That's just, it's the energy that I'm feeling with this, Leo. There's the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands. You've made a decision. You guys have made a decision, and now it's like, you're waiting to hear back. So it's like, Leo, for some of you all, you may have even decided to purchase a house with your partner. And now you're just waiting to hear back the news. It's just definitely you and your partner have done something, or you've made a decision, and now you're waiting back. Some of you Leos have finally chosen which direction you want to go with a partner, and now you're just waiting to see if that person is going to reciprocate that. Okay. I do feel like there's a progression here. We have the two and then the three. So there's definitely a beginning here. So, if you're just dating someone, or if you're just seeing someone, Leo, I feel like there's a lot of passionate energy here, maybe even a lot of sexual energy, a lot of sex going on that's actually happening. Leo, I feel like some of you may just be waiting for the other partner to be ready to take that direction in life with you, as far as whether it's, having sex or just starting the relationship. You just may be waiting. You may have, shot your shot. And then now you're just like, okay, what's going to happen next? Okay, so we got the Nine of Wands. So, Leo, what's going on? Okay, so the Nine of Wands here, I really feel like in the past, or just for some of you right now, as you're going through the first half of November, you may be feeling certain triggers I'm not even gonna lie, but I do feel like a lot of you have put forth a lot of work here to overcome something. And then we do have the nine, and then from the nine of wands to the two, and then the three. So I feel like some of you Leos, you are okay. Some of you Leos may be trying to approaching the end of something with someone else, or there may be still like some loose ends that you may still be having to tidy up with someone else. And this other person that you're dealing with is the one that's actually having to sit back and wait to see what direction they need to go, based on the actions that you ultimately do take. I feel like they may be waiting for you. Like you're at the end of your cycle. Maybe you're dealing with, getting out of a situation or just whatever struggles that you're dealing with, Leo. I feel like they see that. They're choosing you, but they're waiting for you to deal with that. Okay. And it could be vice versa. You could be waiting on them to deal with whatever responsibilities that they have to deal with. But it's this availableness to them, I feel. The moon. Okay, Leo. So with the moon card coming up, I really feel like in the underlying here, there's this energy that there may be some things that are just hidden from you, where you may not know all the facts of the situation. But Leo, you may not need to know all of the facts. But at the same time, I do feel like Leo, for some of you, there's this feeling of like almost like this fear of you waiting in vain, because it's like you don't know what other factors from them that they have to consider. So it's just like you're just waiting there. It's like, okay, you put yourself out there, and now all you can do is wait. you know you don't know what the decision is going to be. You don't know the path forward. You really can't see it, but all you can see is what the work that you have put in towards it. The Fool. Oh, Leo. Leo, that's so sweet. So I really feel like with this energy, Leo, a lot of you, yeah, it's like a lot of you are just really jumping head first into this. Or this is a new relationship where the both of you have really jumped head first into it. Maybe you may have like ignored red flags, um, or you might have just said, uh, or you just may not have paid attention to them at all, because the both of you, or you or them, is feeling, I don't want to say like rushed into, but it's like, it's rushed into, but it doesn't have to be in the negative sense in the word of the it doesn't have to be in the most negative sense, Leo. Things may have happened really, really fast here. You know, I feel like some of you Leos may have met this person through someone else, maybe through someone else that you already had a history with. And for some of you, there may be more to that story that you may need to find out also. Okay. Um, but that's just for a couple of you. Okay, now but I just really feel like the majority of you, this is a I'm not saying that it's a bad start to your relationship at all. It's a brand new start. Okay, it is a brand new start, but I feel like maybe one or both of you could be guarded, or not too guarded at all here with the Fool. Not really paying attention to the red flags, not being paid attention to, um, not really paying attention to the things that are happening in the shadows behind the scenes, because the face value of the relationship is attractive to you. So we have the Emperor card being here in the future, in the energy here that could suggest some outcome or some progress forward here, Leo. Okay, Leo, I really feel like for some of you, again, this is definitely fire energy all the way. So Leo, this really could be, I really feel like this is you putting a lot of the action towards this. This is, um, I mean, it could be vice versa, Leo. You may be dealing with another fire sign, maybe even another Leo, but also probably an Aries as well. But with this, I'm really feeling like, Leo, there's this sense of just throwing control and throwing caution to the wind here. Like the Fool card is running away. It's running away from the Emperor. Um, for some of you, it's like, it's just like you don't even really care about any consequences necessarily. You're just really doing just what your could be for some of you what your carnal desires are leading you to do. You could be jumping into this situation sex first and not knowing all the variables. Some of you, Leo, could know exactly what you're doing, and again, you're just not really worried too much about the variables, and um, you just know that this is what you want to do. And then under the deck here, we got the King of Cups. Okay, Leo. So now this is starting to come together a little bit here in the underlying with the overall energy for you, Leo. Okay, like this is the relationship and how it's going, but as far as you in the relationship, Leo, I really feel like you're the King of Cups. There's a lot of things that you're probably not communicating, um, and with the Nine of Wands, yeah, you may be seeing red flags, but you just may not necessarily be paying, or you not necessarily be, paying it any attention. Um, it's almost as if, okay, Leo, it's almost as if for some of you, it's like you're taking, or you're, okay, I'm getting for some of you, Leos, like in spite of advice that you may be receiving from a water sign, it's like you may just be turning away from that altogether and say, you're still just going to do what you want to do, which is to get into this relationship and just have all this passion and have all this romance, right? And, who cares about the variables? Who cares about, you know, uh, the past? Who cares about the things that aren't necessarily being talked about right now? I will deal with that as they come. We'll deal with that as they, we'll control those situations as we get to it. But yeah, you may be getting advice from a water sign. I'm really feeling that, Leo. You may be getting advice from a water sign that you may just be choosing to not, you're choosing to negate that advice. You're choosing to, um, the device I'm feeling like is, I mean, the advice here, I feel like is like for you to slow down some. Really take a look and see what it is that you're working with here, with the Nine of Wands being opposite the Emperor. But why don't you want to slow down, Leo? Why? What is your rush? What is your rush? What is your hurry? Can I get two clarifier cards for the west and east side of our reading? Uh-oh. Okay, please get some clarification for the west and east side of this reading, please. For Leo. The Hierophant. And then the 10 of Coins. Okay, Leo. Okay, Leo. So with the Hierophant and the 10 of Coins here coming off to help clarify this for us, with the I'm really feeling like, okay, there is some sort of for some of you, Leo, it's like you're seeing what other people aren't seeing. And that's why the Moon card is there. It's like maybe you do see the variables, other people don't see that, but it shouldn't matter to them. I feel like that doesn't necessarily matter to you. If other people can see what you see or not, you see it. Okay, with the Hierophant coming right here, yeah, you're ready to rush into that because you know what you're getting when you open that box. You know you're going to be happy with it. Okay. And with the Emperor there, I really feel like you're able to handle any um anything that does come with this decision that you do make. You're definitely going to be able to handle it. You're definitely going to, even, it's like, in a way, it's like, thinking outside of the box, but at the same time, like thinking inside of the box as well. Like you're going to be able to handle, you're going to be able to manage it. With the 10 of coins, I'm really feeling like this ultimate abundance here. Leo, it's like that's probably, for some of you, could possibly be what it is that you see, beyond anything. Not saying that you see money, could be for some of you, but not saying that you see money, but it's just that you just see value. For some of you, Leo, you may even see value where others haven't. And that's why you're so, ready to rush into this, because, this person may be treating you with value, whereas other people didn't. And maybe whereas other people didn't see your value. Opposite sides here, okay? So we got the Hierophant and then the 10 of coins. I really feel like it's like, okay, this is the present that this guy is opening, this box, right? But then other people don't know what it is because, the box is so high. But guess what? It has to be so high because the 10 of coins is in there. Something of value. Something that shines really, really bright. Leo, I feel like some of you may have like caught on to a clue as to why you are choosing to be with this person. Now, again, this does indicate for me that the relationship could be more in the beginning stages, maybe the first 2 or 3 months, or for some of you, maybe the first 2 or 3 weeks. For some of you, if you're in this, if you've been in this relationship for the past 2 or 3 years, this could be saying that, okay, you're now starting to, I really feel like with the 9 of Wands being here, like for some of you, if you've been in a long-term relationship with your partner already, you're just really reevaluating the direction that the relationship has taken so far. And it's like, you know what, partner, I'm willing to go ahead and really move forward into a more abundant future with you. But we're going to have to take a certain direction. And, it may not cause immediate change. It may cause us to have to start to rebuild. But, it'll be rebuilding to something worth actually having here. So let's do it. Let's do it. Leo, this is beautiful energy. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see what the romance angels have to add here. And I hope they don't mess it up and give us something that's just all over the place. But if they do, we'll work with it. We'll work with that energy, Leo. Okay, so one more good shuffle. Oh. The first card that flipped over, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Well, yeah, we definitely know there's a lot of passion here. I mean, look at all this fire. Look at all this fire. 9 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the Emperor. All playing out in the recent future to the more immediate, to the recent future. I keep saying that. It's all playing out from the recent past to the more immediate future for you. Even up here with the Fool card. Because I believe the signifier for the Fool is what? Mercury, no? And Mercury is fire energy. Let me look that up. Because it's always good to educate. Sorry, you might hear a lot of bumping around. That's just me trying to make sure I don't tell you the wrong information. I'm not ashamed to admit that I might pull out the book. Especially if it means that, it's going to allow your message to shine if it's for you. So, the Fool, Uranus. Okay. Well, it was the Magician that was Mercury. Well, even still, with the Uranus energy being there with the Fool, I really feel like for some of you, this is like indicate this is indicative of like a second chance where maybe where something that was very passionate at one point didn't necessarily work out, and so now like maybe 2-3 years later or 2-3 months later or something or whatever, you guys are having the opportunity to really actually build on that passion. Can I get one more card here for them? Children, your love life is being affected by children. Okay. So this could be the reason why maybe one part of you is feeling as though, in spite of, or this could be something that your partner may be just hiding from you at this moment. I'm really feeling that, Leo. Um, you may not know exactly, and sorry to bust their bubble if that's the case, but you might not know that they got kids, and that's what the moon card is there for. But for some of you, I feel like, you guys do know, but it's just like you really don't care. Um, for some of you, that's a part of that abundance that you're wanting. You're wanting kids, and then here's this person that already has some. So that's easy, right? And then, like for some of you, it's like, okay, again, you may be finding out that you're pregnant. I said that earlier in the reading. Okay, so this could be like the father of your child. Oh my God, this could be like a shotgun wedding with the Hierophant there. And then the Ten of Coins. This could be a shotgun wedding if somebody's pregnant and you're expecting a child, and definitely things were so passionate in the beginning. Ooh, let me know if that's you. Let me know if that's you. But with this, honestly, with this King of Cups being there, because I can't forget about that King of Cups. That King of Cups is sitting there and letting me know that for a lot of you Leos, it's probably going, even though like this is like a new fresh start in a relationship, for some of you, there is a part of your heart or there is a part of your feelings that you do protect, regardless of the fact that you may rush into things, or you may be rushing into this particular relationship, or it may be just starting off and feeling brand new and passionate and like you don't need to know all the details about stuff. A part of you is like, there may be a part of you that's like, okay, eventually I will need to know. Eventually I will need to be in the know about everything so that I can really make an informed decision. Or so that I can really, process my emotions in a more mature way. Leo, I really feel like a lot of you are just at this point very emotionally mature, and that's why it's so easy for you to go ahead and start something new with someone, because you already ultimately know what it is that you're looking for. And this person probably fits most of those things. And maybe some things that you don't know yet. So let's see what the Whispers of Love have to add to this reading, Leo. This is interesting. Let's get one more shuffle. Okay, what does the Whispers of Love have to add to Leo's reading for additional advice for the first half of November of 2018 for love? Okay, that's way too many cards, Leo. Can we please get one card here can we please get the best advice that Leo needs to be able to navigate through anything that may have hit them in this reading? I think this card wanted to jump, but my finger hit it. Look at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Okay, so this is some advice coming out. And again, it's still like that really bright yellow border. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it definitely matches the other cards here. It's that bright yellow border where there's all this bright energy here coming off. So this is really saying, I really feel like Spirit is really trying to get your attention here. It's like, okay, for some of you, like, okay, yeah, I know you want to rush into this, but like, all right, check this out. With the Nine of Wands there, there's been a history of this, okay? Not to say that this cannot be the one with the Ten of Coins being there. This is definitely saying that, this definitely has the potential to be able to build into something more substantial, even though it may just be more of a less thing right now for some of you. Okay? But I really feel like, Leo, yeah, you are being called to really look at your patterns in the relationship. Just so that, ultimately that does save you from heartbreak, even though there's not any heartbreak here that we can see. But I just feel like, Leo, there may be some triggers, some things that could be happening in this relationship that you're looking and you're like, okay, you know what? This reminds me of this. This reminds me of this. And I think that a lot of you are just saying, you know what? Forget it. This is how I feel right now, and I'm going to go for it. And it's going to be worth it, I think. But it does not help, or excuse me, it does not hurt to just look at you know the the type of roles that you've played in your relationships in the past. It doesn't hurt. And that could be where that puts you guys toward the middle of November. You know, whereas, in this energy now where, you're really like the fool and you're rushing into it, by the middle of November, the energy could change. Where some of you really are like, oh, red flag there, red flag here. Maybe even identifying red flags of your own. Some of you may just be isolating yourself a little bit from this person before you really go full force into it. And it's because you are taking that time to really like just look at yourself and make sure that there's that you're not carrying any baggage from an old relationship. So Leo, I'm gonna let you go, but let me know how this works out in the comment box, please. I'd love to hear you guys' responses. Now, y'all don't have to tell me all your business, but definitely, I thank you guys for your feedback. It really does. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad that I am able to. Really reach some of you in that way. So if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can just hit me up at LuminantLibraTarot@gmail.com. I'll go ahead and, we'll go ahead and get some correspondence on how we can get you a personal reading, Leo. So take care. I'll see you guys in the latter part of November, and you have a good one. Bye.